but I'm competing with women 10 years younger than me for the same men. We want the same men. You know what I mean? So is he going to pick me, the divorcee with 4 kids, or is he going to pick, her, who's 5 to 10 years younger with no kids? You know what I mean?
So let
And
me ask you. So let me ask you this: if you working on yourself with 4 kids, what can you improve for the man you want? The mate is a blessing, but having a good mate is earned. You got to go do the work for that.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. I do agree with
You
you.
kind of
The
Hold
thing
on,
are.
is,
hold on, y'all. Hold on.
how
We gotta get 20 in there. We gotta get
how
20 in.
often are you going to find someone who is willing to put the work in for you?
You earn it.
It's
Once you did
reciprocal.
what you're supposed to do, certain types of women are going to be attracted to the new you. You earn it. I don't understand what you're saying. It's the same thing about what we talked about last week. You build it, they will come. Like if you build it, better women will show up.
I get what you're saying. So I get what you're saying, Mr. Let Go. But what are they there for? Are they there for you or for what you have built?
I don't
Okay.
care.
Hey,
All right,
but
let's go get 20. Let's go get 20 in there, y'all.
so
Hold on, y'all. Let's go to get 20 in there.
Man, we don't give
Everybody
a
take a pause.
damn.
Everybody take a pause. Go ahead, Sweeney.
So the problem with what Shane is saying is the world has a natural way of forcing men to improve if they lose out. And that's the difference. How many times have y'all seen women just sit back and make demands? And when you ask them, well, what about you makes you deserving of that? And they say, well, I'm me. Men can't say that because we observably have to make improvements and go out in the world and prove ourselves to get women. Women just sit back and make demands. We see it time and time again. I want a man that's this, 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 and this. And then, say, for instance, some guy on the panel says, well, you don't qualify for that. And she'll say this, well, if that man doesn't want me, then he ain't the one for me. They don't say, oh, man, what improvements can I make in my life to make me and him work out perfectly with each other? They say, he's not the one for me. So it's easy for women to sit back. It's easy for women to look at it and hope and wish and pray to God for a man because all they do is sit back and create their list of things that they want. And they say, these are the things that I want. And if that man doesn't come, then if that man is for me and anybody else ain't for me. Whereas men, if a woman dumps us or we break up and we make demands for a woman, if we don't get the results we want, everybody in the world gonna tell us it's you.
Yeah.
Who need to do what you need to. It's all about you. You need to go out and do X, Y, Z to get the kind of woman you want. All right, go ahead, Shane.
You know why?
So I hear what you're saying. And from the internet standpoint, you're absolutely right. But when I walk outside, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing women doing their best for the person that they're in love with. Okay.
No, you don't.
So the internet has these women who got a microphone and they're talking about, I don't want this, I don't want that, but yet the man at her house is just those things that she don't want. You understand? So what I'm saying to you is, if you have a woman in your life who is truly down for you, and let's just say she does not cook, and you want her to cook, trust and believe, if she is down for you and she's in love with you, she's going to better herself for you. She is going to make herself she's going to accommodate this situation. That is really if she is down for you. Okay, that's what a woman does. She puts herself in a position so she can be better for you. That's what a real woman does in real life. I'm not talking about the internet talking points, the girl who, I'm not talking about those chicks. I'm talking about the chicks who when I go outside my door.
You're confusing two different things. You're talking about a woman that's in a relationship versus a woman that's single and looking to date. Hold on, wait. Because you said she got a man at home that she does all this shit for that's sleeping with her. Right. We're talking about I go out and talk to actual women, and when I ask them what do they want in a man, they sit back and talk about the list of things they want in a man. And if I tell them, any one of them, well, what do you do that makes you so special for that type of man? They will all respond the same way. If that man does not want me, then he's not for me. They don't go out their way to make a single woman does not go out her way to make herself attractive to make her dating options better.
Other than putting on a wig or something.
Hold on, y'all.
Hey, y'all stop talking about wigs.
Now she may specifically. So, for
She
instance,
gonna put on a wig, and that's all she gonna do.
Hold on, Mr. Lego. Now, if there's a specific guy that she's already courting with, then yeah, she might make improvements for that guy. But if you talk about a woman that's going out and just she's single and she's talking about the things that she wants in a man, the thing is, it's different for men because if we all sat at a round table and talked about the kind of woman that we wanted, and we started asking questions about, well, what makes you so special? Why do you think you deserve that? For men, they would look at the man and say, well, you need to do this, 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 and this to get that man, get that woman. Pause. You have to do it. You have to do all of these things.
Special thing is like so. What I'm hearing is two different things. When you're dating, there's a dating you, and then there's a relationship you. Right? You're not, you have boundaries. You have limits of things that you'll accept from a person that you're dating. Now, when you're in a relationship, you do all the things. You try to be accommodating. You do all the things for your partner. So there is two different things. So when you go outside and you say that women have these lists, and if men don't attain that list or do the things on that list that they're done, that is true. For me, it's true. That's just what it is. When I dated, because I don't date anymore. When I dated, I had a list of boundaries, and if one of those boundaries was crossed, and it was crossed hard, it was a wrap for me. Now,
so
did I change myself after?
Real fast?
Go ahead.
Can I just get clarity real fast? We were talking about people who are irreplaceable. Why would a person you're just dating, getting to know, be irreplaceable? We're talking about people you're in a relationship with, who's you have to get to know a person for them to even think they're irreplaceable. Right. So why did dating get into this? We're talking about full-fledged relationships, are we not?
Right.
Well, we kind of switched gears because Bruiser brought up. Yeah, you were responding to Bruiser when he brought up the fact that men have to go out and prove themselves and all of that, and women don't. And that's what he was responding to. So that's
So I misunderstood Bruiser because I thought he meant after a breakup, a man levels up after a break. He's going to do better for him after a breakup. I wasn't talking about in the dating scene. I thought maybe I got it wrong. I thought he meant.
Yeah, that's what he was referencing. Like when a dude breaks up and a woman leaves him, he has no choice but to go out and try to level up to attract a better woman or another woman because she's going to show him all the deficiencies that he was as a man. And he's going to look at himself and be like, okay, I was broke. I didn't have no money, or I was a terrible father, or I was a terrible way. So he finds ways, or I dress like shit or whatever. And the women who he's trying to attract see those same things that his ex would have seen, so he has no choice but to improve himself to make himself more attractive to women. Whereas if a woman breaks up with a man, she would a lot of times, most of the time, it's the man's fault anyway. But then even then, if you ask her, well, what are you going to prove on to get a better man? Most of the time they say, what do I need?
If I had some, well, you self-check before you jump out to the dating world anyway. You shouldn't be outside, and if you didn't check yourself in that past relationship, regardless. Women self-check themselves, the women that I know.
How? They think it's a man's fault.
No, we don't. If you have a real friend around,
the man did something. You're a victim, so you ain't got to fix nothing, right?
You can't speak for all women. We all don't feel like that, especially as we get older. As Dee say,
when you get humble,
40s, and I don't even think we just get. It's more realistic. We don't really have that same pool that we had when we were in our 20s, when we're in our 30s, and when we're in our 40s. And if we get really serious and we like, okay, I want to settle down, I want to be in a relationship, I want to get married, a real woman is going to sit there and she's going to start working on herself. Facts. She's going to improve because she knows, like, we're competing. I'm competing with, well, I guess kind of and technically, but not really, but I'm competing with women 10 years younger than me for the same men. We want the same men. You know what I mean? So is he going to pick me, the divorcee with 4 kids, or is he going to pick, her, who's 5 to 10 years younger with no kids? You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this. If you working on yourself with 4 kids, what can you improve for the man you want?
If that man don't want her and her 4 kids, he ain't for her.
Appearance, that's it.
All right. Look at all the places. I don't care what I said that Every last one I've said.
Me. Well, to be honest with you, yes, that is true. Only because I can't do nothing about those kids. Okay, right. So you're gonna have to use another example because I can't do nothing about those kids. So yes, if he's not okay with me having 4 kids, then he is not for me. Let's just be real.
I just said
it's
said
not about the 4 kids. What they're saying is,
what can you improve?
The majority of y'all after a breakup, the only thing y'all are going to improve is y'all just going to buy a different wig and walk around with a different wig on.
That's not true.
You forgot one thing, Ms. Lego. They're gonna change
because you know what I have
change out the pillowcases and they're gonna change out the mattress.
Okay.
I've improved my listening skills. I tell you that. I've listened more and talk less.